Hello, my YouTube friends. This is John at Left-Handed Models, and I'm here with my granddaughter Addison,
Hello.
Addie, and this is my entry number 4 for the Glory Days of Drag Racing, hosted by Joe of Big Sky Model Workshop and Tiffany Dirt Road Cinderella, and their channels will be included in the description. The Glory Days ends on November the 1st, because the drag racing's over by then, and then you got to work on your cars. But I had built two uh, fuel altereds, and just out of the blue, I thought, well, I'm going to need a push car. So I built I'm building a push car. So this will be a box opening. Okay, so this is one of these two engines is going to go in this build, and I'm not sure which one yet. I have the Buick Nailhead stock engine and the Buick Nailhead Wildcat. I'm sort of leaning towards the Wildcat, just because, I mean, it's a drag racing push truck, so it's got to have power. You don't just abandon the power in your push truck just because it's a push truck. So anyway, one of those two engines, and these are both VCG resin engines, and I've had them for a little while, and the plan was for this build. So uh, this is the kit, and it's actually in frame. And so I'm going to do a little box opening here. This is a 72 Jeepster Commando MPC kit, number MPC 1021. And let's see, it probably has 193 parts. That's quite a few parts. Of course, I see that the springs are separate and things like that. And let's see, it's got a date on it. No. Oh, wait, here it is. 4/23/2025. So it's only been, this is not very old air inside of here. Whoops. Have to get the knife in the plastic. Well, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, first up, chrome tree. And it looks like there's, well, I might as well open it because I'm going to build it right away. Whoops. There's two chrome trees in the one box partner. Oh, those look like custom wheels, but they say Jeep on them. Oh, they are the ones that are on the front cover, but the centers need to have color. So we'll see if we can't work that out. That's if I use them, because there's some custom wheels also. It's got some fog lights or driving lights, fire extinguisher. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like it might be, if it goes on this, it's part of a jack stand maybe. There's the mirrors. Looks like multi-piece mirrors. I think this bar here is a mirror holder. And this the kit has the V6, and those are definitely the V6 valve covers. Just the one grill, and, well, as far as I know, and two bumpers. And there's some other mirrors here, side mirrors. This tiny little distributor. Is that an inside mirror? I'm not sure what these are. Huh. I don't know. The pedals are separate here. So that increases the parts count quite a bit. But that's pretty different, having the wheels. and they're the sort of off-road tires, which will be fine. And there's lots of flat glass, and I'm gonna have to pause. Sorry about that. You didn't want to hear me sniffle. And so it's got some little red emergency toppers and some red light inserts. And those are probably the rear taillights, those little tiny ones. So you have front glass, back glass, a glass I don't know what it is for, and then two side glasses. So, oh, there's probably the truck glass and the topper glass is separate. I bet you that's it. Oh, I love it when they do this with the body. And that's not sarcasm. I really do love it because then the body does not get crushed. Yeah, because this is just sprue. All of that's just sprue. Although, no, it's just sprue. Yep, made in 2025, round 2 in China. Oh, and it actually says 4/23/2025. So I guess you know when your kit was made. The sacks seem to be extra large. Like you could put a lot more in them. And I always double check my bags before they go anywhere. So here we have the hood, and that may be the only hood. I'm not sure. Looks like it. It looks like the hood on the cover. And we have some kind of a mat with a little bit of embossing. Huh. And those are for Steelies. This is a cover for spare tire. Exhaust, steering, and sway bar, anti-sway bar, I guess you should say correctly. And a little thing that I'm not sure what it is. So we'll have to see about that. Oh, and here's some wheel backs. And here we have a hood scoop and probably a push bar and a thing I don't know about. Trailer hitch and I guess you can use this as a tow car also. Oh, if you're seeing my hand, that's not a bruise, that's overspray. And there's a regular push bar, the steel kind. That looks like a switch panel more than a battery. And that's a little bump. Don't know what for. Those are probably the parts for your tow vehicle if you're going to use the tow bar. This has a sort of a embossing in it that looks like wood. And then you have probably rear springs and front springs. Yes, this is a topper. So this is where the side windows and one of the rear windows goes. And this is probably an open front. I don't know what this would be right here. This looks like a scoop. It's got an open part, but it might be a part that opens over the rear window to give it more. Well, I don't know. That will be. I'll be looking in the instructions here before we leave. As I recall, I've never built a Jeepster. Now we have the engine block. Looks like transfer case, heads, intake manifold, exhaust, front cover, probably a water hose. And that's some kind of a hose there. And these are probably like lifts or something for the springs. So there's another set of springs and another set of springs. I think we have plenty of springs. They're not two-piece springs or anything. Well, I'm going to try to edit that sneeze out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not, but I will sure try. I would not want to subject you to that sneeze. And that looks like a rear seat, front seats, um, firewall, and that's the back of the front seats with a push pin mark in it and a flat one-piece floorboard with I think, yeah, it's sort of embossed like it would be for rubber mat, not really for carpet. And then these are probably wheel. Oh, so the wheels will spin. It's the interior parts of the wheel. And then we have a nice frame. Looks to be pretty straight. We'll see. The only thing in it's the gas tank. Everything else will be added on. And then we have, of course, the front grille for a Jeep looks like a Jeep. And console, a tailgate, dash, half of a suitcase, maybe? Sure looks like it. Yep, there's the battery. So that other piece was definitely a switch panel. And then we have some other parts here. Interior door panels, which are really nice. And radiator, steering wheel, and steering column. And let's do this first. I don't know how many of these I will use. We'll just have to see. Oh, Park Patrol, Emergency Services, Emergency Equipped, Road Service, 24-hour service, Ross's Super Service, boy, Search and Rescue, and most of the ones that are in a color are in white, so you can paint it like the green. And then there's the wood grain or just regular stripes. And this says Jeepster. The white and the black really long stripes say Jeepster. That's well, I don't know why there's two of them, because one of them should go on the tailgate, though. We'll see. And now, let's see how this goes. Immediately start with the suspension. Okay, that's part of the steering, it looks like. Yes, because this is the front for the steering linkage. So that part that I couldn't identify was part of the steering linkage. And the rear is pretty simple. Just the springs and shocks. Okay, that is not a suitcase. It's the top of the gas tank. So I guess you get to have the top of the gas tank. And there's a radiator shroud. Repeat for other side. For the shocks, you put the muffler and tailpipe in at this point, and wheels and tires on. It says optional open wheel or stock wheel, but there's also the turbine type wheels, which it doesn't say anything about, but they could still be used. Then this is the engine, 6-cylinder, and that is a breather. It says POV breather. It probably means PCV. In 72, yes, they would have had a PCV valve. Positive crankcase ventilation. And then there's the fender wells, drive shafts with the engine going in, and the the transfer case bolts up to the engine. So because I've got resin engines, I may have a problem with that. I'll probably have to shorten up my transmission. I'll just have to see. But I hope to do an update and um, detail that so that people know. So there's an insert cluster, which must have been chrome and I missed it. Fire extinguisher, and oh, that part is a uh, rescue box. Band-aids. What I need is band-aids. And okay, that is it shows the rear seat. Then it says omit rear seat when building the pickup version. Ah, so that's a pretty neat option there, either pickup or um, SUV. Firewall pedals, transfer case, door panels, wheels and tires not shown for clarity, which is nice to tell you that. Clear side windows, which I did not notice, but I'll bet they're in there. And then that's the tailgate, and it says don't glue it in. And then it shows the taillights with red, but they are red, so that's no big deal. Okay, there's mating the interior to the chassis, and the battery goes on the firewall, which, because of my V8, I may not be able to put the battery there. I'll have to see. Radiator supports. Huh. So it's not supported with a, what do you call that thing in the front? Oh, my son is going to kill me. I should know what that is. And okay, the one bumper is a push bumper for rescue only. From a kit I just did, I have a wooden push bar though with chrome inserts, and I'll be using that. Uh, the license light is separate. Wow. Then there's the optional little tow bar. Ah, you can leave the tailgate down and put the supports on it. Huh. CB antenna for the rescue only. Although in 72, really, everybody had a CB. I had one in my Pinto. And I sure couldn't rescue anybody with that. The hood hinges are separate. And it shows the visors and the rearview mirror, which I did find. Oh, that's what that is. There's a short top for the rescue service, a half top, I guess, as well as the full top. Wow, that's nice. Wagon Rescue has the full top, optional. Oh, tow bar. Oh, okay. That cover is optional on the tow bar. That little bump. Okay, and there are rescue lights and that one. The first part that I thought was some kind of stand is really a horn. Okay. Oh, and there's different ways of doing the top bar. So you can have these kind of lights and a center rotating light or two rotating lights. Wow, that's nice. And it has little spotlights as well as mirrors or the West Coast mirrors. So there's an option in mirrors. Excuse me, I burped. Huh, I'll be gone. Okay, well, thank you for watching. And I'm going to get right on this. I don't know what color I'll make it, but I decided that I needed one. Oh, on the back of the body here, it does say remove, so that your tailgate will fit. This is pretty clean, really. Got a little doohickey there, but that's nothing. And a little tiny stuff there, but I didn't notice any flash at all. Huh. Oh, and I may use the transmission off the 6 cylinder on the V8. I'll have to take a gander. Okay, so please give me a like and a subscribe if you liked it. If you didn't like it, well, then I suppose you won't subscribe, and you'll have to give me a dislike. It happens. And I'll see you on the next video, and thank you for watching.